Thank you. Well, the background you see now is Sentinel-1, which is the main source for the dataset that we presented in this presentation, which is the European Ground Motion Service. It is a satellite launched at 2015 and collecting data since then, and so we're talking about petabytes of information open to anyone. So, well, it's within the Copernicus land management service, which belongs to several services. Maybe you can consider that it is the climate change, the marine monitoring, the atmosphere monitoring, the land, and then security and emergency management. So within the land service, we have several open layers that maybe you already know about. Cover, for instance, the urban atlas. But today's presentation is about the new, fresh European ground motion service. So it is a timeseries service for ground motion. So that ground motion, it is a big problem in many cities, especially, and even if we don't realize there is many subsidence going on in every city. The causes might be several, groundwater extraction, or just building on top of expansive claims. But this is a real issue. And it's estimated to cost billions per year. So it is good that we have this open data service now within the Copernicus program that I will demonstrate, and also the Calibrated service. So that's how it looks like, the platform. It's a 3D viewer, and the coverage is the EU participating states in the Copernicus program. And you'll see that there is this gap in Switzerland and some countries of the Balkans. But for the rest, you have these maps where at each point, actually 10,000 million points, represents time series of displacement. Green indicates stability, red indicates subsidence, so going down, and blue indicates uplift. The example here is Sicily and the Etna volcano, which is a pretty obvious example of motion. How this is achieved? Well, as I introduced in the first slide, this is Sentinel-1 processed data with a very specific technique called PSI, interferometry. We are using images like the one on the left, so it's an active system that sends beams and receives the response, and with the amplitude and phase we are able to calculate several products. Change detection, for instance, you could do flow mapping, but today's presentation is about ground motion. It is obviously not affected by clouds, so, and the repeat cycle is, well, now that we only have one satellite, it's 12 days. How does it work? Well, repeat passes of the satellite and studying the differences in the phase, we are able to extract motion at a millimetric precision. And, well, as I said, this has many applications. It's a bit blurry, but one on top is a tunneling project in the city of London, the Calero project, and we see the subsidence of, the buildings near the tunneling construction. Now, it is a technique that requires, it doesn't work on every surface. It's good in surfaces that offer good reflectance, so like buildings, for instance, or infrastructure in general is a good reflector, or bare rock, but it's not that effective on surfaces that are subject to a lot of changes, like crops or forests, or construction sites, because they change too much and then you lose coherence and you're not able to estimate the motion. Many applications, and many applications that can be done with this type of data. It's it started in oil and gas and mining mainly, but now it is used in all civil engineering, important constructions, realized building projects, etc. And it's it's very useful for building damage claims to know who's responsible for the damage. If it was just building a house in the wrong place, or due to the construction. Also applications of landslides. That's also another interesting application. Landslide inventory is being updated with these datasets, and soon we will have a more complete overview of landslides in Europe thanks to this new published dataset. And yeah, earthquakes and volcanoes, even though they are more aggressive phenomena, they can also be monitored with this technique. So yeah, this is an example of huge deformation caused by groundwater extraction for agriculture in the south of Spain, in Murcia. And you see a time series of subsidence. Also, it's a constant extraction of water that is making the soil down. What we have here until the moment is time series until 2021, but next updates are planned. We are in the process of processing 2022, and by early next year we will have 2023 also incorporated. This is an operational service that will be updated every year. So it's good to look into the past. Product levels, that's something else to talk about. We have 3 different product levels. The first 2 are in what's called edge line of sight, because the satellite is looking with a certain angle, in difference with optical, which are normally looking straight down. And then we have 2 products, the basic and the calibrated. The basic, the calibration is within the satellite, the Sentinel-1 frame. Every movement is studied in reference to a stable seed or reference point, and the calibrated is actually calibrated with GNSS network spread across Europe. So it also takes into account the tectonic movements, as we will see later on. And last but not least, the ortho, which is called level 3. It's by using the 2 different orbits, ascending and descending, depending if the satellite is flying north to south or south to north. We're able to estimate the deformation not only in vertical but also horizontal, east-west. Every single product is available for download and available for in the viewer. So if you register, you can directly download. This is what we have seen before, the 2 different orbits. As you see, the satellite is looking left always with a certain angle. And in this case of this slope, we see that it's, we don't see if it's too green, but it's better covered in the ascending than the descending orbit. Yeah, and this is the calibrated product, which is incorporating the model derives from the GNSS network that we have in Europe. And for instance, here we see that Scandinavia has a strong vertical component, a strong vertical movement, Scandinavian peninsula, but also Greece is strongly moving to the west. So this is taken into account in the calibrated product, not the basic one. And yeah, finally the ortho, which is this decomposition, is done by a regular grid of 100 meters resolution and takes into account the orbit. So if in case you have a match between ascending and descending, with basic trigonometry, you're able to estimate the movement in 2 directions. The north-south movement cannot be estimated because the satellite is the direction of the flight of the satellite, and it's not so sensible to it. So we are looking at east-west horizontal movements and vertical movements. Now, to validate this, we are leading the consortium that is responsible for validating this dataset together and directed by the EA. And we have validation sites across Europe with different thematics, from coastal subsidence to volcano activity in Sicily, or mining activities near the Czech Republic, for instance. So we have a total of 50 sites where we have in situ data that we we use to confirm that the service is providing good ground motion validation. And we have built a validation environment based on GitHub and a catalog with the GeoNode. But not also that, we have an upload, let's say, custom dashboard that allows us to put the validation data together with the EGMS time series and automate, let's say, the validation procedures. These will be presented this afternoon by our colleague Vasile from Prizren. So there is a specific presentation for this validation environment, fully open source, that will run well in an EU cloud soon. This is, let's say, who all the institutions involved in this project. There is a, let's say, a production team that is processing all the Sentinel-1 data and obtaining the ground motion time series. Then there is the validation consortium led by Sixense, that's where I work, and several, let's say, geological institutes across Europe supporting the scientific validation of this product. And then we have data providers from Europe providing us with the necessary GIS layers to validate this huge dataset. There is existing trainings already prepared and documentation of the project, because since it's an open source project, there's plenty of documentation and training, so you can directly access them. And some of them are focused on geohazards, others on climate change adaptation, or this is something that you might consider checking out, because it's, it will be longer than the presentation for sure. And yeah, that's it.